So, I just wanted to come on here and talk about the state of music because I am an artist, and lately I haven't been talking I really haven't had anything to say on my mind lately. But um I noticed that music is starting to sound a little bit more like less progressive. Like we're going back into different, I want to say, times and different, like, we're going back into different, we're going back in the past for our aesthetics. And it's like, I have yet to see something new within the mainstream media or anything like that. And I feel like partially this is because we label things that are a little bit outside of the box, like contemporary and different, when really that might just be our pathway or our new sound, like as a generation, me included. Like, I'm guilty of this, but I don't know if anybody will come across this and understand what I'm trying to say. But I feel like when we put a label on contemporary R&B, we kind of stifle the growth of what R&B can sound like and how it can evolve. And we put it inside of a box because we don't want it to seem weird. And I noticed this around a lot of black artists. Like, we put labels onto our stuff because we feel like it's too weird and people won't get it. And there are some people like that, like simple things, but if we let that idea or that ideology continue, I feel like I don't think it's gonna stop us from evolving, because when you create, you're just gonna create. But I feel like it's I just feel like I feel like it's stifling the growth of how music can evolve. Like, I don't necessarily think it's gonna stop it from evolving, but we see now where everything is oversaturated with music that sound like 80s music, that sound like 90s music. And I'm guilty of doing this. There's nothing wrong with being inspired by a certain decade and a certain style or aesthetic of a decade. I just feel like we're in 2020 now. Well, not in 2020, but we're in the 2020s. And I feel like it's 2025, and what can our generation truly say? Like, what is our style? What is our aesthetic? And I know, everything, the market being oversaturated or the market expanding, I don't think it's no such thing as oversaturation. When I just feel like when the market is when it's not really just up to one person or one industry to come up with trends and everything, a lot of people start to find their tribes in the things that they really like. But back in the day, they still found stuff like that, and they still there were different, I want to say, niches and different styles back in the day, but they were and yes, that they were still basically what I'm trying to say is everybody had their own thing going on back in the day. just like we do today, but it was in their own aesthetic, in their own style. Now, I feel like everybody, like, what, like, I feel like this decade does not have a strong identity. And that's because we label things that are too outside of the box because we don't. I feel like a lot of people are scared of evolving. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that, I'm just trying to like really paint a picture, you know? Um I feel like we see artists now um going back to the old trends because there's this lack of inspiration. Not only is it this lack of inspiration, but I feel like a lot of people are scared to be original and actually step outside of the box and put their feet like in the water and test the waters. A lot of people want to play safe, or a lot of people don't want to put as much effort in, or a lot of people they just don't know who they really are, so they can't really define what they want to be. And I hate that. Like, I remember somebody just saying, like, during like COVID, everybody had their own like weird type of style, type of aesthetic. But now everybody is going like back to like that 50s feel. Everybody is trying to be conservative now. Why are we trying to be conservative? Like, why are we going back? The worst thing for artists to do is to go back. I'm not saying the worst thing for artists to do is take inspiration from another decade. I'm just saying, like, when you depend on that, when you depend on that, I just feel like when you depend on it, it stops evolution. And I just want us to get back on track into like creating different shit. Not that we have to completely stop taking inspiration from these different decades and different aesthetics from the past years. I just feel like I want to hear something new. I want our generation to start letting loose, letting our hair down. With everything that has hit us from freaking COVID to like just a lot of bullshit, I feel like this is the time to be free. So, free yourself from the perception of other people. Free yourself from thinking you're too. Free yourself from thinking that you're too much, that you're too weird. If everybody was so fucking normal, we wouldn't have, like, we wouldn't evolve. Like, that's the problem with today, people. Like, we just want to be so normal because we don't want to be critiqued. We don't want to step outside of the box because we don't want to be weird. We don't want to come off as cringy. But you notice the people who really come out, they really like shock people. They're very different. They're nothing like what people like. They're nothing like the other people that came before them. Like Nicki Minaj. Yeah, she took inspiration from like people like Little Kim, Foxy Brown, and even like Lauryn Hill, everybody like that, but she was her own person, and she said like she had her own sound. Imagine if Lil imagine if XXX Tentacion never wanted to rap because he just didn't sound hood, or like, you know, he was too alt, you know. Imagine if Lil Uzi Vert never like came on Bad and Bougie like he did. We wouldn't have people like Juice WRLD or people out here rapping in that emo lane. We wouldn't have that. We wouldn't have that particular style. And I feel like we're losing touch with who we are and who we want to be because we want to be acceptable. Fuck that. Fuck that. Be anything but acceptable. Be you. And if you aren't enough to be accepted by people that you don't fucking know and that you probably don't fucking like, just just know that the more you want to feel accepted, the less you will get to express yourself, the less that you'll get to be yourself. Come in the fucking room bold as fuck. Be that motherfucker in the room with Be the only motherfucker in that room with glitter eyebrows. Be the only motherfucker in that room with dark skin and black lipstick. Be the only motherfucker in that room who wear pasties instead of bras. I don't give a fuck if you work at a desk job, bitch. If you can't wear your hair a certain way or a certain color, you better do your makeup like you that bitch. Your nails better be looking like some shit nobody ever seen before. Because I'm tired of these boring ass bitches. I'm tired of these boring ass bitches. Like, I'm not even trying to shit on people, but I'm tired of boring people winning. Like, I'm tired of boring winning. Like, we went from fucking bitches shaving the side of their heads to now everybody want to look like, have the clean girl aesthetic. You can all, like, it don't take much to be a clean girl. It don't take much to put on a cute lip with some cute mascara and some cute blush. And I'm not trying to shame anybody for trying to like be themselves. And I'm not trying to shame anybody who is like, you know, who is just chill. But if you know you're not chill and you're not supposed to be chill, then bitch, why the fuck are you being chill? You're so like, go into the room different. Stop being scared. Why are you trying to fit in with people who don't even like themselves, with people who are already insecure? Just stop. Show me something different. We all guilty because we all like, we're fucking stars, bruh. We're all fucking stars in our own right. So why the fuck should we be the same as the next bitch? Why are we so scared to express ourselves and let loose and be who the fuck we are? You're so interesting, but you hide yourself from the world. You're a fucking diamond in the rough, but you hide yourself when the world needs you the most. Fuck that. Stop being ashamed of yourself. Stop walking in the fucking studio and asking for the same beat that you heard somebody else do. And I'm not even talking about generations anymore. This is within all of our generation. I noticed that every song on the radio now sounds the same. The same. The same subject matter, the same beat, actually, the same rhythm, the same sound, the same. It's. I'm not gonna say it's nothing interesting. There are some good songs, but it's not like. It's not even just the artists either. It's the people. Like, why are we looking at streams to see what we like? Why are we looking at numbers, people's first day sales to see like, do I actually like this song? That's what the fuck is hindering us now. Because y'all are looking at numbers and taking it as, oh, if it's not popping, then I might not like the song. When in actuality, that song could, like, somebody album could flop and it could be your best, like, your favorite fucking album. And just because the next bitch didn't fuck with it, you're not gonna fuck with it because, I don't know. Like, we stopped taking risk on the culture that we want to consume because other people are shitting on set thing that you might have like wanted to take an interest in. People shitted on your first try, so you gave up. Why the fuck are you giving up? Half of the bitches online who leave fucking hater as fucking comments, half of those bitches don't even got jobs. And the ones who do got jobs, they're miserable. Telling you not to do it because they're not doing it. But in all actuality, who gives a fuck about what the fuck they think? Because there's going to be a lot of people who might not like you in the first place. But who's to say that there is not going to be people who support you? But yeah, I feel like music really shapes the culture. And I feel like a lot of artists have stopped taking risk because a lot of people like to box artists in, or they like to, I want to say, just they like to shame the shit that they never heard before. But when it comes to, I don't know, I just feel like we're in a really sticky place because it's so weird. I just want for things to really make sense again. I want things to evolve again. I want to feel like we're going somewhere. Why do it feel like, I just want us to come together and let our hair down because our generation needs to let our hair down the most. I'm 23. So, born in 2002, I feel like the people born 1999 and up, we need to let our fucking hair down. We need to show these bitches how it's done and stop being so fucking scared. Don't punk out on me because I'm trying to do the work. And if you trying to, like, if you want to make this world a better place, you gotta make your mark on the world. You gotta come out of that shell. You gotta do better. what really want me like urged me to make this video is because I oh I was listening to Solange, and it was like, her last two albums I was listening to, well, some songs from there, and I just thought to myself, like, people will really label something like this contemporary R&B, when really it's just R&B with a different sound. Who is to say if we took the contemporary label off of that would be R&B? Like, if there wasn't like anything, if we stopped labeling shit to like the furthest, I mean, I get niches and stuff like that. I give different aesthetics too. But if we stopped boxing in shit and putting labels on shit, I feel like we would probably evolve more, and we would have a lot more people just wanting to create something new instead of just going with the flow. Sometimes it's good to go with the flow, but don't do it too much. And that's not me, like, when it comes to the music genre thing, that's not me saying, like, don't take inspiration from different songs from different decades or different genres or anything like that, because let's be honest, different sounds from other songs is gonna creep into your music regardless. Other people's sounds, your influences, the things that you hear, they're going to find a way to creep into what you make. All I'm saying is make something original, or make something from the heart. Or if you gonna sample something, or if you gonna make, like, if you gonna take bits and parts of like a already pre-existing song, make it into your own. Like, don't rely on that track to do the whole part. Like, make that shit yours. Make that shit you. Put your spin on that shit. We need more creatives actually being creatives, not just doing the creative work, but being the creative work, if that makes sense. Okay, that's the end of this video. That's just my little rant. And also, stop being ashamed of being you.